in my biopic, if ever it's made, you'll play that stereotypical Bollywood biggie who is like, very snooty and completely intolerant to outsiders and flag bearer of nepotism, the movie mafia.
I think Star World just got its promo.
One single sentence. That's all it took to ignite a wildfire in Bollywood. She was brave enough to call out this Bollywood mafia. Right on his own couch. Her courage gave a voice to what millions of Indian fans had been whispering for years, and what outsider actors were feeling deep inside, but never dared to say out loud. This is the story of Karan Johar, the flag bearer of nepotism. Everything started in 2017, when Kangana said this on Koffee with Karan. But the controversy did not stop there. Later that year at the IFA Awards, Karan Johar, along with Saif Ali Khan and Varun Dhawan, made it even more unhinged with their infamous nepotism rocks.
I think you launched me because of my talent, right? You gave me a break.
I think it was because of your papa.
But Saifu, you're also here because of your mama.
यार मैं इस इंडस्ट्री में हूँ because of my papa.
What does that mean?
Nepotism rocks. Nepotism rocks. Nepotism rocks.
Actually, करण वो गाना कौन सा था? करण के फिल्म में गाना था ना? बोल चूड़िया, बोल कंगना.
कंगना ना बोले तो बेहतर है.
To them, it may have seemed like harmless humor. But to many viewers, it came across very differently. The joke wasn't just aimed at Kangana. It appeared to mock the struggles of countless outsiders who spend years facing rejection, struggling both financially and mentally, just to break into an industry where connections often matter as much as talent. Following a massive public backlash, all three eventually issued apologies. In a later interview with NDTV, Karan attempted to defend himself and clear the air.
You hosted the show with Varun and Saif. You made headlines with that. You said nepotism rocks. Is it something you believe in, or was that a joke just to entertain a crowd?
Okay, so this is something that I need to say and to clarify.
Right.
Of course, I do not believe that nepotism rocks. Of course, I believe that only talent and hard work rocks. If anything rocks, it's talent, it's your hard work, it's your conviction, it's the energy you bring to the job you do.
Right.
What we said was meant to be a joke that I think was misplaced, misunderstood, and I think it went wrong.
Does talent really win in Bollywood? Keep watching. Because the reality is far more calculated than you think. To understand how Dharma Productions became the ultimate launching pad for star kids, we first need to understand how this empire began. In 1976, legendary producer Yash Johar founded Dharma Productions, giving Bollywood critical gems and cult classics like Agnipath and Gumra. But the company's trajectory changed forever in 1998, when his 26-year-old son Karan Johar made his directorial debut with Kuch Kuch Hota Hai. What followed was an extraordinary run of massive family melodramas and romantic blockbusters. Dharma evolved from a mid-tier production house into a multi-billion rupee empire, establishing itself as one of the most powerful corporate studios in Indian cinema. Over the last decade, however, Dharma Productions became less known for its grand, emotional stories, and more famous for functioning as Bollywood's ultimate luxury launchpad. If you are the child of a famous actor, director, producer, or even one of Karan's close industry friends, Dharma is your golden ticket. To date, Karan Johar has directly launched or heavily backed at least 10 prominent star kids into mainstream lead roles. But Karan doesn't just make their initial debuts effortless. He continues to cast them in film after film, even when their early performances draw heavy criticism. Actor Raj Rao once shared his candid thoughts in an interview about the benefits of being a Nepo kid.
I just feel bad when somebody is so bad, and I still have to see him or her in 25 films just because he's somebody's son or daughter. Then I feel no, that's not fair.
Yeah.
If he would have been an outsider, 2 films and you'd be like, bye. There are 1,000 other people waiting to act.
When you have that level of professional cushioning, you don't have to worry about survival. While outsiders struggle to get a single callback for an audition,
डिफरेंस यही है कि जहाँ हमारे सपने पूरे होते हैं वहाँ इनका स्ट्रगल शुरू होता है।
Big budget movies are handed to star kids as literal practice grounds. If an outsider fails to deliver a good performance once, they disappear. But star kids, they are given the luxury of time to fail, improve, and eventually succeed. We've seen this safety net work for many stars. Ranbir Kapoor and Sonam Kapoor's debut films were massive box office flops, yet they were continuously offered major projects. Ranbir eventually grew into one of the industry's finest actors, while Sonam continued to bag lead roles despite highly criticized acting. Karan applied this exact same formula to Varun Dhawan and Alia Bhatt. While their acting in Student of the Year was heavily criticized, with many arguing that co-star and industry outsider Siddharth Malhotra easily outshone them, it was Varun and Alia who received the lion's share of backing. Alia was cast in 9 Dharma-backed films by 2018, steadily climbing the ranks. And today, the exact same system is being run to push and protect Janhavi Kapoor. But how do you make the audience accept these star kids? Simple. You manufacture their relevance. And Karan's deadliest weapon for this is Koffee with Karan. Outsiders are rarely invited onto the show. Yet star kids are given prime-time couches before they have even proven their worth. For an entire season, Karan spent his time aggressively claiming that the #1 actress in India is Alia Bhatt. And in the most recent seasons, he has shifted that energy to aggressively promoting Janhavi Kapoor on the couch. Through all of this, Dharma has perfected a highly engineered, self-sustaining ecosystem to force these actors into stardom. It follows a strict, predictable 5-step pattern. Step 1. The debut. Launch them in a massive, glossy, high-budget Dharma film. Step 2. Couch. Put them on the Koffee with Karan couch before their movie even hits theaters to build hype. Step 3. The hype. Manufacture dating rumors and flood social media with paparazzi-driven airport looks and gym spottings. 4. The brand ambassador. Before they even prove their acting chops, sign them as ambassadors for major brands to make them look popular among netizens. And Step 5. The validation. Invite veteran actors onto the show in later episodes and ask them to praise these star kids' marginal improvements. Suddenly, the audience is brainwashed into believing they are witnessing the rise of a natural acting genius. Now let's answer the question we asked at the beginning. Why does Karan Johar continue to do this, despite all the hate, trolling and public backlash?
There was the beautiful word that got launched on my show, a stunning word called nepotism.
Yes.
And I'm like...
Recently, Karan went on the Raj Shamani podcast and tried to clear his name. He claimed that he isn't the flag bearer of nepotism, but rather the audience is. Yes, you heard that right. According to him, we are the ones who demand star kids. And while he's not entirely wrong, public curiosity does exist. There is a massive, manipulative flaw in his logic. Ask yourself, did you actively search for the newest star kid today? Or was their face forcefully pushed onto your feed? The truth is, we don't actively seek them out. The moment a star kid is about to launch, a multi-crore PR machinery swings into action. Suddenly, your Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, and news feeds are flooded with them. This isn't natural curiosity. It's forced consumption. The industry creates the noise, forces us to consume it, and then turns around and blames us for being interested. On that podcast, Karan made a lot of big claims about nepotism, Dharma's economics, and how he supposedly gives equal chances to outsiders. But in my next video, I am going to debunk every single one of his claims with hard facts, timelines, and industry proof. Make sure you don't miss that. What do you think? Is the audience really to blame, or is the PR machinery tricking us? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe so you get notified the second the next part drops. See you in the next.